You doing this one? He's wet on this. Are you really gonna scratch you? You're really? Oh, there you honey. It's
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our week number 14 Twitch live stream for my research methods class. It's pouring outside. I love this. I'm a huge fan of the rain, and it's like dark and rainy. I love it, right? Fantastic weather today. So I hope you are somewhere where you can enjoy the weather and not have to drive around too much in it. But thank you so much for those of you who are here with me, or if you're watching this later, thank you so much as well. What we'll do today is just kind of go over what we have going on this week. So we are in week number 14. We have a homework assignment along with our usual stuff. So let's go ahead and go over to Canvas and we can chat about that a little bit. If we scroll all the way down, we are here. Really hard to believe that we are so close to the end of the semester, that it's like November 15th already. I'm starting to feel some pressure, like I need to get on my like holiday shopping and decorating, like just a little bit here, right? But we are right here in week number 14, and then we have 15, 16, and 17 left. So let's look at what we have going on this week, and we do have a couple of things going on. So we are focusing on APA formatting part 3. So we've done part 1, which was kind of introducing what APA is and when do we need to cite stuff and what is plagiarizing. Part 2 was looking at cover pages and then like sections of a paper and so on. Part 3, we're going to look a little bit more at the references page and like citing sources, which one could arguably say is like the most complicated part of APA formatting. But hopefully we can make it clear together through all of this. So for this week, you're not reading anything in the textbook. You're reading one more chapter in that APA style manual. So if we click on this, chapter 8 is the one that I want you to read from the manual, and this one's all about works credited in the text. So how do we cite things in the text and so on. Again, sorry for the like not perfect format of that, but it's free, so hopefully that kind of counters that a little bit. You're also going to really want to make sure you go through the lecture. So in the lecture, we're looking at how to cite sources, what is a format, or how do we format a references page, what is a references page, and some online resources for APA style writing. The key with APA formatting is not memorizing it, but knowing where to go to get help, right? And just the second you have it memorized, it'll probably change anyway. So just knowing where some good resources are really important. The APA style publication manual is a great resource, and that's what you're reading from this week. On the Beyond the Book page, please watch this video. It is Jasmine from the Writing Center talking a little bit about APA formatting and some of the basics of the references page and citing things. This video is going to be really important and helpful for you, so please do make sure that you watch it. Here's some great APA resources that you can find for free online. So Scribber is a great one, Purdue, or the OWL as it's sometimes called, APA style from the APA website. And then here's a sample student paper that's kind of annotated. I think it's really helpful. So these are some wonderful resources to check out. I put this here. Remember that anytime you're using what's called a citation generator, it's probably not going to be 100% accurate or trustworthy, but it's a great place to start. And some of these have little citation generators on them, which you can put in all the raw information and it'll spit it out for you in APA formatting. And then you can just double check it really quickly to make sure that it's accurate. So again, please be sure to watch that video. And then on the last page, here are the key terms that you need to know from this unit for the next exam. So make sure, as always, that you watch the video that's in there, click on any links or anything that I give you. I did not make a long lecture video because I'm having you watch that one that Jasmine made. But definitely do also watch my APA Part 3 lecture video. Again, it's not very long, but I'm kind of going over some of the key elements of this. I think it will be really helpful, something that you might consider taking notes on, and so on. The other stuff that we have going on this week, as always, we have a discussion. So discussion number 14, since we're in week number 14. As usual, you have your instructions up here. You might consider watching my little brief introductions video that I have right here, kind of going over that with you. Don't forget to be detailed in your responses and think about these more like little mini papers. So for this discussion, you'll be applying the knowledge that you've gained this week on APA Formatting Part 3, right? So I want you to go to that practice website again, and you're going to complete 2 exercises on there. One is called In-Text Citations, APA 7th edition. and one is called Matching a Reference to the Resource Type, also the 7th edition. So the nice part about these is I think they're really like wonderful little practical ways to kind of gamify as best as we can, right? I know APA formatting isn't super exciting, but that should give you a chance to kind of play around with that a little bit. So for number 1 that you're posting, you're going to talk about your experience with these 2 practice exercises, what was confusing, what was not, kind of like what you did with the last APA formatting discussion. And then for the second part, and this is the part that's worth the most points, you're going to create a references page that includes the 3 different sources that are below. Now note, these are not in the right formatting style right now. This is just raw information for you. So the key to this is you're going to need to format the whole thing correctly. So you're going to need to create a references page, and remember you have lots of samples of that in the lecture, and then also in that video that Jasmine created with me. So I'm going to be grading this on the accuracy of the general formatting of your page and also of these 3 sources. So make sure that you use those resources to help you. Again, you could always start with one of those citation generators and go from there. But 3 sources create a references page. You can upload it or you can include it and embed it. Totally up to you either way. But this is worth 15 points, 2 points for a response to a classmate, and then 3 for your references page and reactions to your exercises that you completed. So I hope that gives you a nice opportunity to kind of play around with it and practice it a little bit. The other thing that we do have this week is a homework assignment, our last homework assignment. So this is homework assignment number 4. So let's take a few minutes and look at this together. So this is worth 25 points, as usual. It's due by this Sunday night, as usual. And the point of this assignment is to give you the opportunity to practice formally or properly formatting an APA style paper in 7th edition. So what you'll be doing here is you're not writing a paper, but you're correcting the formatting and citation mistakes in an existing paper. And then it should have these components to it. So remember, you're not necessarily creating anything new here as much as you're taking an existing paper that is totally improperly formatted and you're going to alter it. So in the end, it should be roughly 10 to 12 pages with standard margins, standard font, double spaced, all that kind of stuff. Again, you're not writing this, you're just altering what is there. So you're not writing a paper, but rather editing or correcting an existing one. These are the things that I want you to look for. Anything that goes beyond this list, you can ignore it, right? So if there's like a grammar mistake or a spelling mistake, please don't worry about that. What I want you to focus on are some general formatting things, title page things, the body of the paper, and the citations. So general formatting, are the margins correct? The font in terms of type and size, please use Times New Roman 12. Is the line spacing, the indentation of paragraphs, the page numbers, all those kind of general things. I want you to have a title page, right? The title page, is the overall formatting of it correct, right? You are looking kind of here, and somebody asked this in an email, you're looking more at like a student submission. So you don't need a running head, right? Just as a little hint. But what you're doing here is you're formatting the title page to be correct. And then you're going to format the body of the paper. Are the headings correct? Are there appropriate page breaks, right? You don't need to change the wording of any of the headings, but you might need to change the style and formatting. There's also some citations in here that are incorrect. So any citation that's highlighted in yellow is incorrect and needs to be properly reformatted. So you only need to do the ones that are highlighted. You can assume the rest of them are correct. And then please leave the yellow highlight so that I can find them easily. If you remove it, it's very difficult for me to find them. So your reformatted paper will be submitted here through Canvas, and it's due by this Sunday night. I'm sorry, that is the wrong date. Let me fix that really quickly so I don't cause any confusion. So it's due by this Sunday night, which is November 19th, Sunday, say 11/19. Sorry about that. That was from last semester. I forgot to update it there. But this is due by Sunday night, so just make sure that you're going through all this. If you're in this week's content, you can find the unformatted paper, right? So if we go all the way back down to week number 14, sorry for the scrolling here, right underneath the homework assignment is the unformatted paper. So if you click on this, you can see how wrong it is, right? Again, there is no formatting that has been done here, but all of the information that you need is here. So you're not creating anything new. You're not writing a paper. You're altering this one. There's no title page, right? So you're going to have to create one with the information that is given to you. The spacing is wrong, right? These are the citations that you need to look at, these ones that are in yellow. There aren't very many of them, but there are definitely a few of different types. And the headings are wrong, right? So your goal with this is to take something that's wrong and fix it. Right? In theory, I think a little bit easier than writing a paper, and I think it's wonderful practice as well. Okay, so that assignment is due by this Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Like usual. You also have the extra credit, which I'll give you in a moment. I'll post the recording of this a little bit later when we're done. And then your wrap-up checklist is here as always as well. So I do have a couple of quick reminders for you, and then I can see if you have any questions for me. So the first reminder, there are like 50 or so of you in this class, and only about 6 of you are actually subscribed on Twitch. Some of you were, and then it fell off, but if you could take a few minutes today or tomorrow, sometime this week, to double check that, I would really appreciate it. The less people that are subscribed, the more I'm having to go through and find your names and record everything. And that does take up a lot of time. So I really appreciate those of you who have figured that out. If you haven't, it's not too late. It's good for a month, which is about what we have left. So I would really appreciate that. The other reminder I have for you, our next Twitch live stream will most likely be a recording. Okay, so our next live stream will be on Wednesday next week, and it said live stream. I love that, live stream. So my family has the whole week off, and I am taking the week off with them. So it might be a little bit difficult for me to do a live stream next week on Wednesday. I will let you know. I'm going to try and squeeze one in as best as I can. But worst case, if I can't do a live stream, I will at the very minimum make you a video as a quick overview of what we have going on. And then we'll pick up the week after as we start to get close to like December. I cannot believe that next week is Thanksgiving already. So for now, right, get going on this week. Let me give you the extra credit question in case you would like to answer that. If you're joining me live, make sure you put your name in the chat unless you're subscribed. And if you're watching this later, remember that you do need to renew or be subscribed on Twitch in order to get that credit. Okay, so here's the question for you for week number 14. Share, so copy and paste, the website link for 2 great APA-style resources. I want you to find 2 APA-style resources and copy and paste the link into Canvas. So you'll go to Canvas, and since we're in week 14, you'll click on optional Twitch extra credit number 14 right here. And then up at the top, get back into student view here. You'll click on start assignment, where it will open up that text box and you can type your response. Wow, I cannot type today. Type your response and hit submit. You'll get the little confetti burst and rocket ships today. Very exciting. And this is due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So please feel free to take advantage of these points. We're getting down to the end of the semester, and people start stressing about their grade. These 2 points every week will definitely add up if you've been doing them. If you haven't, now's a great time to start. Again, just make sure that you are subscribed on Twitch. And there's lots of videos and things on here how to do that if you haven't figured that out. Okay. Other than that, I think that's everything. I hope you all enjoyed this beautiful rainy day that we have going on. This really nice weather. My cats are going nuts from it because they can't go outside. They're very mad at me because they don't want to be out in the rain. They're like, the sky is crying, right? But I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope that you're all hanging in there. If I don't see you next week, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving if it's something that you celebrate. Eat something delicious, right, and be thankful and all of that fun stuff. We are definitely getting close to the end of the semester, so hang in there. Keep going. Not too much longer left to go. And what I'll do is I'll hang out for a little bit if you do have any questions for me. Otherwise, I will hope to see you next week. And worst case, I will post a video for you. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I still can't believe it's next week. I'm not ready. We put up our like fake tree over here, right? Like we got our fake Christmas tree up. It's Thanksmas in our house right now. A little bit of Thanksgiving, a little bit of Christmas. So anyway, I'm going to minimize this, but have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Stay safe in the rain, and I will hope to see you all next week.